父さんのために万全の準備は整った。そしていよいよ3、2、1、
Go for it! Out of Japan, we get that videotape. That is how... Well, I guess you could have some fun on the water with that. Here is how to do it right, though. When they show you a new jetpack that propels you into the air with water. This is legit, folks. Out of Canada, it weighs about 30 pounds. It straps on the back. The jetpack generates enough power to push you into the air as high as 30 feet. That's 3 stories. I want to bring in Corey Powell, editor-in-chief of Discover Magazine. How are you, Corey? Good morning to you.
Great. Jetpacks, man.
Bit of a whiz-bang on that. How much fun would that be at the lake this summer, for crying out loud? We're going to show you some videotape here. It's from a company called Jet Levitation. The gentleman is named Raymond Lee, lives in Canada, as I mentioned. How does he generate power on this?
This is Newton at its most basic, action-reaction. It's a vertical jet ski. Jet ski engine shoots the water up the hose. Water comes back down out those 2 jets. You fly up in the air about, he claims 35 miles an hour for the one he's going to be selling.
30 stories. I read 22 miles an hour.
Yeah, the prototype goes 22 miles an hour. He's tinkering with it. The version he's going to sell, he says you can get up to 35.
Oh, that'd be a blast. I mean, grab the kids. Let's go. The water vessel is behind him, as you will see here as you look closely at this videotape. He's connected by a water pump that gives him the thrust he needs.
Right. So, like I said, the jet ski motor is shooting that water up. So the good news is, since you're not using fuel, you can just keep going pretty much forever. The bad news is you're connected to a 30-foot hose.
So you can only get 30 feet away. He's got a trigger in his hand, is that right? And is he cranking that trigger like you would on a motorcycle?
Right. So he's got a throttle. He can control the thrust and the 2 jets. And he's basically sitting on like a bicycle seat to keep him in the right pose so he doesn't flip over.
You ever done anything like this before?
Close as that, I did a bungee jump.
Yeah, a bit of bungee jump.
It didn't last like that.
Well, here's what the company's saying about the sensation. Weightlessness, suspended height, 3-dimensional freedom of movement.
Well, yeah, you just don't want to do a face plant.
I would say, because you're dropping 30 feet. But if you're hitting water, I mean, it's a stinger for a while, then it wears off.
It's a stinger. 35 miles an hour in the water, I don't want to be doing that.
Yeah, listen, who would buy this? I'm thinking water junkies at the lake over the summer have a little bit of money on the side?
$130,000, he's saying. So that's a lot of clunkers that you're not buying instead.
It's expected to be marketed by the end of the year. 130 grand.
130 grand.
We're going to try and get the maker to come on TV.
But it's a jetpack.
It is, but we've never seen anything like this before.
No.
And how cool, it's almost like a jet ski on the water that gives you power to go down the lake.
Right, you take the jet ski, turn it vertically, go up 30 feet, and take off.
I think this guy's got a great imagination. Nicely done. Thank you, Corey.
Good to be here.
Picture of the day. Nice to have you in. Can we see a little more of it? Just a little bit? Come on. Raymond Lee?